not that I'm moving slow, I might just be moving at normal speed. Which is, I guess, slow by comparison. But my goodness, it does feel like I'm running through frickin' a pool full of peanut butter or something, so I'm just like, what the hell? It's like I'm running underwater. It's so, it feels so slow, like I can't really dodge these guys too well. Plus I keep getting stuck on these beams, that's my fault. This isn't the best room for trying to dodge people. Ugh, lost soul. I'm just making excuses. It can't be that I'm just not that good. No, no, the game. It's the game. Ugh. Goodness. Stuck against the wall again. I think I need to start utilizing my rocket launcher a little more. Oh yeah, this is the part where I die. There are way too many guys in here. And it is so easy to get stuck up against a wall or run into a pillar. And then you got guys constantly spawning around you. You never know where they are. I could back up into a mancubus or into the mouth of a cacodemon. I wouldn't even know it. But, okay.
You think the last this is core. How it ends? When the sky burns red, he will come. You will be slaves in the chaos.
Let's see if I can get there before the time runs out. Oh, super shotgun, thank goodness. Activate the cooling system. Oh, where's the cooling system?
System override.
Did I win?
Auxiliary power engaged. Environment stabilized.
Warning, conditions unsafe.
So I'm pretty much just a maintenance man, right? That's why they sent me here, to fix the
Pressure valves engaged. Core
broken
temperature
coolant
stabilized.
system. Or something like that.
Operations.
I'm the
initiated.
maintenance man slash demon slayer extraordinaire.
We have you now.
Category 4, dimensional event in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Holy shit. You will need to
Uh-oh. Oh man, I spent all that time trying to get the cores, and they just burn up anyway. Well, I'm still charging these guys full price for my repair job. Ah. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh, jeez. I'm like, what is this shadow? It's never good when you just see this shadow looming over you. Uh-oh. Oh, I hate you, Lost Souls. Shop smart. Shop S smart. Ah. This is my boomstick. Oh. More Lost Souls. Freaking Lost Soul convention in here. Oh boy. Access denied. You'd think the doors would unlock when the building's on fire. But if I get out of here, I'm gonna tell the fire marshal everything that I experienced here. All the safety violations. Oh boy.
Transport systems.
I'm not finished yet. Yeah. Can't just leave a bunch of demons in a burning building. Gotta make sure they're all dead before I leave. What the heck? Did I kill that guy? Boom. Oh, wrong button. Eat that. keep coming. Oh, berserk? Heck yeah. Oh. Perfect timing too. Yeah! I gave him a splitting headache. Sorry, no more puns. Alright. More berserk. Time to give you some hurting bombs. I think the key to this stage is just to find those berserk power-ups. Anything else is just a waste of time. Oh, uh-oh. Who wants some? Who wants some? Get some! Get some! Get some! Yeah! Fire! 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 I'm gonna punch a lost soul! That sort of worked. Oh, excuse me. Oh. Suicide? What? That's not fair, I couldn't see anything. Oh. Yeah, take that. Welcome to Earth. Jeez Louise. It's a long battle. I feel like maybe I'm supposed to do something else? I don't know. There's like a switch I'm supposed to find. This battle is just going on forever. Not that I'm not enjoying it, but... Oh, now you tell me that. Yeah. Thanks for the update, buddy. Could have told me that from the beginning. Oh. Ripped his head clean off.
Operation.
Whoa. Oh yeah, take that.
Stabilizing power pattern. Rerouting pattern. Levels up.
Oh, how many more shades of color is this room gonna change before I can get the hell out of here? Yeah, ripped him in half. I love it. I love what they did with the Berserk. One of the best parts of this game. Oh my goodness, did it open up?
Into the teleport. Have a nice day.
Goodness. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. That was... Oh. Should I vote it up or vote it down? Well, it wasn't bad, so I'm going to go ahead and vote it up. Single player stories, yeah, sure. Okay. Oh, wow. That was really exhausting. I feel like this video is going to be like an hour long. So that was Bloody Escape by Kirsten Arnold. Pretty, what would you call it? Pretty basic map, actually. Kind of reminds me of the first map I made, or rather the first map that I published. Oh goodness, what do I have to say about this map? I think I'm just going to jump right into my favorite, least favorite. My favorite thing about this map was I kind of like some of the cutscenes. It's interesting. I haven't seen too many maps use that black and white noir atmosphere setting. So it's kind of interesting to see somebody actually use that, and I think it can be used to some good effect, but I think it's probably more effective if you're using it in a cutscene to use the black and white when you're trying to show something that happened in the past, like if you're trying to use it for a flashback. Because just to me, that using the black and white kind of seems like more appropriate in the context of doing a flashback. But you know, it was still kind of interesting. Actually, I'd say that my favorite thing about this map is the end battle. I liked how, I mean, I didn't like everything about it, and I'll get to that in a minute. But I did like how this person had the Berserk power-ups, and they had the lightning kind of coming up off of those. It actually worked pretty well because, you know, it was a good visual cue as to know where that power-up is, because if it was up on a ledge or something, I could see even though I couldn't see the power up itself, I could see the lightning bolt coming off of it. And I think you could use that with almost any power up and it would be effective. Just change the color of the lightning to match the power up that you're trying to pick up. So like if you want to grab a quad damage, put a bunch of purple lightning on it, bam, good to go. Same thing with the haste, put some yellow lightning. I think that'd be an interesting way to highlight some of your power-ups, is to use that lightning effect. So I kind of like that's a pretty good idea, actually. What else? Oh, goodness. That's about it as far as the things I liked about this map. Not a bad map, but let me get into some of the things I disliked. This map was really exhausting. And I mean really exhausting. It doesn't bother me the fact that the map is long, but when you couple that with using sort of just generic modules and having like almost every new module you go into, there's a wave sequence, and it's always predictably 3 waves, and it's like, you know, it just, I don't know what it is. It just really, it just really slows down the pace of the game. I don't know how else to describe it, but it just makes the map tedious. Let me put it that way. You want to have some sort of momentum to your maps where people are you want to have a certain flow, right? You don't want it to be they clear a room, they go to the next room, they get bogged down, they clear it, go to the next room, get bogged down. I mean, I guess, you know, there are no hard set rules as far as how to make a map. I mean, you could possibly do that and have it be okay, but somehow in this map it just doesn't work. And I think it just doesn't work because the modules themselves aren't like customized arenas, they're just simple modules. And the waves are just kind of long, and I don't know. I mean, it just kind of got boring. To me, it just got boring after a while. And it's like, you know, I gotta find these power cells, and, you know, it's just a really simple concept. Not that there's anything wrong with simple, but, yeah, you know, this map's not really gonna stand out as far as that goes. But yeah, as far as like, I'm kind of harping on these modules being so similar and so, what's the word, default settings, I guess. They're so uncustomized and unremarkable that it's easy to get lost in this level because everything just kind of looks the same. There's no real iconic landmarks that give you a sense of where you are or kind of distinguish one room from another. And when I was seeing those cutscenes of the doors opening, I mean, they could have been any doors. I don't know. Everything in this map just kind of looks the same. So that's one of my biggest gripes, is that it's not just the aesthetics of, yeah, I like seeing like custom geo and stuff like that. I mean, that's nice, icing on the cake and everything. It's nice and fun to look at, but there is a practical purpose to making your modules a little more customized and personal, because if there's something memorable and interesting about a module, it not only is it kind of add to the game, but it also gives the player a sense of where they are, because it's easy to forget all these different modules that are exactly the same. So it's not just about, you know, that I have this preference for people to make their modules and stuff in their map more stylized. It's like, no, if I can remember, like, oh, you know, this module is a space station, and this module is the medic lab, and this module is, you know, whatever. If it helps set it apart in my mind, so that if I run past it, I'm like, oh, I know where I am now. There is a pragmatic reason to customize your modules. It's not just a purely cosmetic thing. So I think I've ranted about that long enough. But yeah, I just kind of felt a little bored playing this map, to be honest. Except for the final battle. But even the final battle, like, I kind of felt like that really dragged on. That's the thing about this map that I can't quite put my finger on. But it's like, when there is action, it's almost too much. And I know that sounds like sacrilege talking about a Doom map, but it almost does overdose you on. I mean, you gotta, the flow. It needs to flow. You need to break it up. You don't want to have somebody stuck in a module for 10 minutes fighting the same, waves and waves. It's just you get tired of it. So the pacing, that's the word I'm talking about. The pacing on this map is what I have the biggest problem with. So, all right, I don't mean to go on a rant, about this map being my criticisms, because it is not a bad map. It is not a bad map. I can kind of tell it's maybe possibly somebody's first or second map because it is very simple. But I did like I liked some of the camera shots. I liked the music. The person had music that changed. I enjoyed, some of the power-ups and things. But just what killed this map for me is just the pacing. It's such a slog. And you just, when you get into these waves, you just feel bogged down after a while. And it really kind of screws up the map for me, and just with everything kind of looking similar and blending together. Ugh. I mean, I didn't vote it down, but honestly, I don't think I'd want to play this map again. But it does serve, I think, as a good warning to other map editors of kind of just, just keep pacing in mind, and try to stylize your modules just a little bit. If not, for any cosmetic reason, but simply just so that the player doesn't get lost as easily, especially if it's going to be a really big map. And this map was actually pretty big. There were a lot of rooms, a lot of modules. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this map would be possibly more tolerable if you could have more players, because then, honestly, if this person just enabled all four players, I mean, you'd probably fly through this map pretty quick. So actually, that might be one real easy way to make this map decent, is just enable all 4 players, because then you're not stuck in those modules for so dang long, fighting sort of the same enemies over and over again. And okay, with more players, I mean, you can leave everything the exact same, just have more players. Bam. You have 4 players going through these waves. You clear them out so quick. You can just run. You can actually focus on what you're supposed to be doing, because, after you spend 10-15 minutes in a module fighting these waves and waves, it's like, oh yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for the power cores. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be looking for the scientists. Oh yeah, where the hell am I? I forgot. So, I mean, that would be my very simple, it's a simple thing this person could do just right away to kind of add a little bit more to this map. But yeah, Bloody Escape. There you have it. Not a bad map, not a great map. Honestly, just sort of a forgettable map.